Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika, and with another episode review. We are on season 5, episode 2 of Queen Sugar, and it is entitled Mid-March 2020. And this right here was good. This was a good episode to me. I hope you guys have taken the opportunity to go over and watch episode 1, the premiere episode that I uploaded right before I started recording this. Please check the reviews out. I appreciate it. Now let's jump right on into the review. We open up with an episode with Darla and Ralph Angel are picking out invitations for their engagement party as well as their wedding. For their small, stylish wedding is what they say they're gonna have. Now, if it was up to Ralph Angel, honey, everybody would have got a group text and that would have been it. But Darla wants to do it the way she wants to do it, and he's obliging. She then asks him, where do you want to go for our honeymoon? It's his decision. Since she's doing the wedding the way she wants, she wants him to have the honeymoon of his choosing. And he said New York. He said he ain't worried about the cost because, in his words, they gonna be all right. I said, we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Child, this song gets me hyped. Anyway, Charlie goes to see Parker, and she ain't there. She done cleared her schedule, and baby, she ain't in the office. And Charlie's pissed because they had an agreement to meet up. And she let that secretary know, you tell her my time is valuable, and I ain't got time to waste. And she left. When she got there to her car, she called Nova and said Parker wasn't in her office. She cleared her schedule, which makes her feel as if Charlie makes Charlie feel that Parker is up to something. Well, since Charlie has a free hour, Nova suggested self-care. Go to the park, go get your nails done, something like that. Charlie says she ain't gonna do that. So Nova asked, well, since you ain't gonna go do a self-care day, how about you give me some advice, some counseling? See, today is the day that Calvin's grandfather's birthday party, and I'm nervous. Charlie tell her, good, calm down. Go up in there amongst them people like the queen that you are, regardless of what they try to throw your way. And that's what she said she was going to do. Hollywood and Prosper are still getting his spot together. He wants it to be all just perfect. Prosper says good. Hollywood is opening up a man's spot because people need to have some place to go when things get rough. Prosper is also worried because he's been hearing about this virus and how it's taking out the older people. And at this point, C19 hadn't hit as hard as it will as it has in our real life, and as they were probably depicted to be on this show. Okay? So he's saying that it's up north. Hollywood say, don't even worry yourself with that. That ain't gonna happen. I mean, it's not gonna get that bad. They gonna get a grip on whatever this is. And it took me back because when we first heard about C19, none of us knew how serious this was. We were led to believe it was something that happened over there and it would be all right over there. Then when it trickled over here, they tried to minimize the effects of what this was going to be on the country. And child, all I can say about that is truly, millions didn't make it. Okay. So we see Ralph Angel, Darla, and Blue. And Blue is so adorable. He's teaching his mama how to play chess. Then after they get through playing around, Darla mentions that she has a possible promotion on her job coming up and she's nervous. Ralph Angel was so happy and so proud of her. And to be honest, I know I still got the side eye on Darla, but I really do want the young lady to win in this season. I do. I want to see something good. I need her to stop being timid and scared and just bust on out there and tell these motherfuckers, let me tell you one goddamn thing. You can't judge me by my past, hoe, because I don't live there no more. Now, what I can do is me right now. And I need her to put some confidence and some bass in her damn self. That's what I need her to do. But anyway, Charlie is finding out Parker left town from a possible from a informant. The informant also say they didn't mind having a conversation because see down at the airport, things have been real slow. Charlie said, why? He said because this virus thing going around got folks scared. They staying home. They're not traveling. So she hang up with him and turn on that news and listen to the reports of this virus. Then Michael called, apologizing for not calling her back sooner, and they made plans to see each other very soon. Calvin and Nova arrived at the grandfather's birthday celebration, and I will say his mother was warm and somewhat inviting. Then they went to meet the grandfather. He ain't said nothing disrespectful, but you know them looks. Y'all know them looks. Then Calvin's daughter comes up. He introduces her to Nova, and they exchange some pleasantries. He bought her a necklace. Nova put it on her, and it seems like it's okay. But did y'all peep them looks, especially the look that mama was getting? That was that look of, ooh. You know how we look when we don't really want something to go on, but it's going on, and we just, we hope that things go right. Them kind, they hope things be okay. We wish a motherfucker would, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. Later, Charlie is talking to Darla about how to act in her interview, how to earn her new position. She told her confidence is key. Leave them folks feeling like they can't do their job that they got that needs to be done unless they hire you. You got to make them feel like you're an asset and not a liability. And Charlie also told her interview is for the future, not about your past. Fierce out loud. And I said, yes, God, just fierce out loud. Like I do, y'all. Like I do, y'all. Come on here, baby, just ready. Locked and loaded, girl. Anyway, Charlie and Wes go to see Micah at his college, and during the frat step session or whatever, they learn Micah has pledged and been accepted into, I forgot what them people was called, girl. Some type of, that escapes me. Hold on. What the name of that thing? Zeta, New Zeta Gamma. That's who they are. He done pledged and got in, and his parents are finding out just now after everything's said and done. After they do the introduction, he looking for Kiki, but Kiki over at the smoothie counter talking to this young man. Now, I can tell you, Micah felt some kind of way right here in his spirit because he then proceeds to go over there with them step line girls, the frat girls and all this stuff, the girls that like to hang out the fraternity, and he started doing his little shaking and jigging on this one particular female. But did y'all see the look on Charlie's face? She was not happy. And she didn't know that girl. Who is that all over? I know Kiki. Who is this? So let's go back to the party where Nova is at Calvin's family. Calvin then introduces Nova to his son. And you can tell the son is a little older than their daughter, and their son got a problem because he wasn't too warm and inviting. That daughter, she played it off and was nice, but that son wasn't having it. And I kind of figured out why when ex-wife Haley shows up. She comes over there and she begins to, she kind of one of them bitter women vibes, acting, to asking this girl how it feel to be a woman that broke up a family. They tried to walk away, but Miss Hallie was going to, she wanted to smoke clearly, okay? Hallie said Calvin has a taste for exotics, except Nova's smaller. He used to like the big booty, thicker ones. Baby Calvin said, hell to the no, not today. Now, see, since you wouldn't let me be in peace, now I'm finna give you the real truth. And sometimes this real truth it's gonna shake your core because it did hers. He said, let me tell you something. She ain't no fetish. She's the woman I love. And every woman, and I mean every woman that I have been with before I met her, was me just passing time. Broke her whole face, and she began to cry, carrying tears. Girl, you shouldn't have started none because that man had told you, none of that shit to hurt your feelings. You may be upset that he moved on with another woman. I can understand that. But being bitter ain't the way to get him back or to make him feel no kind of way. Being bitter is the quickest way to get your feelings hurt. And that man basically sat there and told you, girl, he was passing time with you. The children was just something that happened. Girl, I wanted to jump up and catch that whole face. I was like, girl, he had to broke her face, girl. He broke her face. Anyway, we see Micah and Charlie meet up to talk, and she concerned about this new virus and how it can impact them all. They address the elephant in the room, which is the fraternity. She want to know why he didn't ever say nothing and why pick that one when that one has such a bad reputation. He said, look, I'm grown. I did go to the fraternity that my dad was involved with, and they didn't want me. And no, I was not going to call y'all to get no words put in to help me get in. He said, I'm almost 20. I'm a man now, and I made a decision. And Charlie respected that and said that she was going to respect his boundaries going forward. She ain't like it, but she was going to respect it. Now, later we see Noah and Calvin taking a walk. It's after the party. And she want to know at this point, how many black women you been with? And he said, I've been with a few. She said, so do you date black women because we are a fetish, because you know what I'm about, and I can't be with a man that objectifies black women like that? And he said, that is not the case. He said, I've been waiting on you my whole life. Everything going forward with me, I want to have you involved in it. Fuck what Hallie said and what you may be thinking, I'm all in. And I was like, that's why she can't keep no dick. Girl, now I understand you wanted to make sure, but this man has been since season 1. He done followed you, left his family, which that's a whole nother video. He did all that for you, ma'am. So at this point, you might can rest a little bit. We always got to keep our good eye open, but you might be able to rest just a little bit. Then we see Micah and Kiki talking, and he wanted to make sure that she was okay with the way he was grinding up on them girls. She said, I'm cool with that. I don't care nothing about you and your fraternity situation, things you do. Then he wanted to know who was the dude she was talking to at the smoothie stand, and she said his name is Darrell. He's just the guy in one of my classes. Which class? Art history. And he's a nice guy. His parents own some type of self-serve shop or something like that in Lafayette. Child, you could tell that he was jealous of that, but he had to eat that. Now, we got Darla and Ralph Angel headed out on a date, and they listened to the radio, and the radio was talking about this virus. And he didn't want to hear it. He dismissed it as many did. Darla, however, was worried because she's listening to how it really can do damage, especially to elderly people. What about Mr. Prosper? He's saying it's not going to come nowhere near them. Well, we know that's a lie. But anyway, next we see Darla prepping for her interview. She lacked self-confidence. Child is written all over her face. But Ralph Angel overheard her practicing, and he gave her an encouraging word, and that's what he's supposed to do. Now, Charlie was on the phone trying to figure out how to protect the citizens, namely the elderly of St. Joe, because this virus is getting closer and closer, and it is doing quite a bit of damage on the elderly. It's affecting us all, but the elderly tend to have the worst end of it, okay? They talking about quarantining the folks And they say 2 weeks, but we now know better. It's almost a year that most of us have lived in quarantine. But nevertheless, that's what they're saying. Now that damn Hollywood over there getting sharp as hell, baby. Playing his Alexander O'Neal. Baby, I was over there. I was rocking with Hollywood. I said, promise. Child, I like that. That whole scene was it for me. I was here for it, baby. He and Vi is recreating their first date night. And she showed up with her blue jeans skirt cut off. And I'm glad she did, bitch. Blue jeans skirts still in style in Louisiana. We just don't, it's certain ones that we don't wear. But yeah, we country people, we do country things. Get into it. Anyway, I can't pop my fingers like that with nails on. But anyway, they recreating the date night, child. They sitting there reenacting what they were saying to each other back then, and it was so cute. They just giggling about it. 18 years later, she says she still loves him just like it's brand new, and he feels the same. Then date night got interrupted with some reality. It was Charlie on that phone, basically telling her she finna have to shut down Vi's Pies for a while. Now they thinking that they're gonna be able to reopen and light goes back on, in 2 weeks or so. But as the family, we were able to see Nova and Calvin in their home watching news reports about how serious C-19 is. Darla and Ralph Ainge at the house, they learning about how serious this is. So all of their fears are now becoming a reality because C-19 has entered Louisiana, and it had entered at an alarming amount of numbers. Many people were affected by that. And that's pretty much where we ended off. We saw Vi closing the shop down, saying that they were going to reopen April the 1st. It's just seems supposed to be mid-March. And they thinking that it ain't what it is, but it is. I remember when it hit for us here in Louisiana for real. We did think we was only going to be quarantined for a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks turned into a couple of months. And now next month, which is only a day or so away, girl, we still quarantined. So I love the fact that they are incorporating real life stuff that's happening now into this season. It makes me want to watch more to see how the writers are going to bring this all together. But that was it. That was all. Please check out my review for episode 1. It's already up on the channel. And thank you all so much for coming down here and rocking out with a girl. This weekend, I will be doing the retro reviews. I'm going to do 2 episodes of the retro reviews for Dynasty circa 1981. So please join me back down here for that. And in the meantime, in between time, I'll be dropping live so that you guys can see me on camera and whatnot. But that's it, y'all. In closing, as always, you do not have to be great to get started, but you got to get started in order to ever be great. And the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, on your way out, thumbs up the video. Get down there and comment if you want to, girl. And if you have not done the right thing, which is subscribe to this channel and that backup channel, The Lady Reloaded. The link for the second channel is always in the description box below the title. And you're here right now, so go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Turn your notification bell on, set that thing to all. So hopefully each and every time I drop a pre-recorded video or go live from either channel, you'll get a notification and you can come over and join in the conversation. You guys have a great remainder to your day. I will see you back down here tomorrow. And again, thank you to my love things who reached out to me. Sometimes it takes a village, child. I'm hard-headed too. I'm out. Bye, y'all.